Alrighty then, folks, we are back with some more SD Gundam G Generations Genesis. This time with some Blue Destiny, but before we go and do some Blue Destiny, well, I got to upgrade some things. I have done some training, a little bit more than before, because I had already pretty much done a lot of it. One second, I need to check if I ever saved that. Yeah, I did. I reorganized my menu because it was annoying me. But anyway, first we start off with our Alpha Zero. So, as I said before, we're going with the Beta Zero, because yeah, we could get a Jagadoga, we could get a Psychodoga, which, well, I'm curious, is basically just a downgrade, so I might do it in my own time, but probably not. This is just a Jagadoga built to be kind of a testbed for the Alpha Zero. Then there's Kessa's Jagadoga, which would get us, you know, the Sazabi if we really wanted, or what looks like a Gyaradoga, or a Gyarazzulu. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna go mobile armor. That being said, wow, that one's expensive. Blue Destiny is almost exclusively on land, so yeah, it's almost exclusively. The last stage is in space, but the either first or the first two stages, because I'm not sure how many there are on the ground. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rip all the nice shit off of this one. We're gonna stand this one by, and we're gonna go grab this here Adzom. I've had this Adzom forever. Like, I think I got it about the same time as we got the Absolus. Because, you know, we needed to get one, and I just don't like these things, to be honest. But we're going to use one. So we're going to throw in our Super Movement and our Sealant launchers. Oh, I threw Hyper Nano Skin on both of our carriers. So they healed 20% of their HP per turn. Yeah, broken, right? Had to throw it on a carrier. I'm hoping at the end of this campaign we get the solar panel, which heals the level 3 solar panel, which heals 20% energy per turn. And then, you know, we'll also give it to them, and then we'll spread out the rest of them to all of our pilots, because that'll be amazing. Like, the game just ends at that point. We're just too powerful. As far as the bow goes, we're gonna get the sleeves version. The sleeves version doesn't get us anything though. Only suits we already have. So unless I wanted to go like a rebow and get another Shinaju or something, I don't know. I think we're just gonna either set this aside or exchange it for something else. As far as the game alt goes, I never got it to the Haman level to be able to get the Cubile, but I decided I don't really care because we can either get the Dovenwolf or the Hama. I'm not really interested in the Hama, since, you know, it's not even quasi-Psychomew in this one, it's just kind of there. So I think we're going to get the Dovenwolf, which is weirdly a Psychomew mobile suit, I think? No, it isn't. It's one of the other ones that is. Some quasi-Psychomew system is actually Psychomew in this one. I don't know about that. But the reason why I want the Dovenwolf is it can either get us whatever that is. The pilot we get from that is Capricorn Cooler, which was, what's his name? Jared's partner in Zeta. He's the one who dies in the Marasai. So I don't know what that can be, but I'm curious. Unless it's somebody else entirely and I'm just mistaking. Not sure about that one. I'm pretty sure I know what that one is, but I won't spoil it. But that's one of the unicorn suits. And then 4 in the Psycho Gundam. We actually need Federation mobile armors because we kind of ran out. So I think we're going to go for the Dovenwolf just to get a Psycho Gundam. Plus money doesn't really matter. If you'll notice on the top right, I have a shit ton. I have even more. I'm pretty sure I have like a full capture bar of Saberfish still. As far as the Gelgoog goes, we either can get the Galbaldi, but I already have a Gelgoog ready to get that. I just need to actually upgrade it. Or we can get the ground type. And I figure we get the ground type because while I do love Siemens Gelgoog Marine, we need to get something new. Like, we've been using that one for too long. So I think we'll get the ground type, and then from the ground type we'll go and get this one, which is, I'm assuming, the Vishdonahue ground type, but, like, I can't think of a Gelgoog that has a scythe. Hell, I can't think of any UC mobile suit that has a scythe. I know Death Scythe's the thing, but not in this game. And for the Shinaju, we're gonna get the Unicorn. It's not as OP as I thought it was. The other ones are even worse, but still, you know, why not? But we're actually going to get this, and then we're gonna stand it aside, because this is going to be the, master unit for the Federation side, and we're gonna go grab this Action Zaku I've had sitting around for a while. So I bought one of these a while ago thinking I was gonna use it, and since we gave it to him, it becomes Mallet Sanguines. No, we can't do... Or no, that's developed, that's why. It's design. Okay, yeah, we can't do it. There's something you combined with the Action Zaku to get this version of it, but I don't remember what it was. Give me 1 second. Do we have to have it unequipped to do it? Yeah, we do. Oh, the Pale Rider, that's different. But yeah, to actually unlock this, not just to get to use it, we have to combine them. We'll do the rest of the things later. Knew it was something weird like that. Yeah, we're gonna go grab the normal Action Zaku, which will become his. It upgrades into the exact same thing, so it doesn't matter which. We're gonna use it to get the Zaku FZ, or the Zaku 2 Kai, whatever you want to call it, which is this one. I'm not sure about this one, but I'm curious. Maybe like the Remnant Zaku Kai? But these are all Zakus, like, you can tell from the stats, they're kind of shit. So that should be good. His Action Zaku is better than a normal Action Zaku too. As far as Rumble Rawl goes, we have the choice between either Federation or Zeon Hyzax. Oh, that's probably what the Action Zaku turns into, is the Hyzac. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Or the Dandelion, the core module for the Dandelion, which looks like the prototype Marasai. Still haven't finished AOZ, like, I got the first volume in this morning and haven't even touched it yet. Or the Zeon Remnants Marasai, which apparently I was wrong about this. A lot of Titans defected, but apparently they didn't bring the Marasais. Instead, the Federation just kind of decided to sell off all of their stocks of mobile suits for some reason, even though I think they needed them, because they looked like the Titans, and they all fell into the black market because, you know, they sold a bunch of them way too fast. And Zeon Remnants picked them up because they needed any suit they could get. Who knows? We're gonna go with that, because why not? I don't think it gets us anything really new. Yeah, I didn't think it would. You know, Hyzax, and I'm not even sure, probably the Dandelion. But we'll figure that out when it comes. There's actually nothing I want with this one. But, I clicked develop twice. I meant to click exchange. Like, we could get the FZ, but we're about to upgrade into it, so spending money on it would be stupid. So we're gonna stand that one by, and we're gonna go grab that Noct we have. Oh, it's higher up. Yeah, I already put it in place, too. The Natched, which we're going to upgrade into Doug's Schneid. As far as the Rick Diaz goes, we can either get the AUG Mark II or the Red Rick Diaz, which weirdly enough, you have to combine it. I don't know what you combined it with to get the Red Rick Diaz. Like, I tried combining it with the Sazabi, I tried combining it with the Beta Zero. Like, I can't figure it out. But these are both Federation suits, so we're gonna ignore those for now. We can either get the Sturm Diaz or the Deha. The Deha can turn into... I'm not actually sure. I thought one of these would be the Deha Kai or the custom Deha or the ground type Deha. You know, there's a couple of versions of it, but all of these work in space, so I'm not sure. Maybe like they're Mark IIs or something? Anyway. And then there's also the Sturm Diaz, which is basically giant energy cannons mounted on a Rick Diaz. But I'll be honest with you, I want the Deha just because it's ground only and we aren't going to get much chance to use it. Plus, you know, I doubt we're actually going to see it because I don't think they're going to have Dakar as an actual mission. I can't see them doing it in the actual game, or in the Zeta storyline. Because Dakar wasn't important. I'd rather have Kilimanjaro, which was a much bigger battle. And then for the Gaza R, or Garibaldi R, whatever you want to call it. Not a Gaza. We're gonna get the Regelg, and we're gonna unlock Ilya, pink-haired face. Apparently she's in, the... I forgot what it's called. The prequel Haman and Char mobile suit. Not mobile suit. The prequel Char and Haman. Char's Deleted Affair, that's what it's called. I don't know, it's early in the morning, I apologize. Anyway, she's apparently in that, and they actually build up her character, but all I know is she goes and she fights, and then she doesn't die, but the Regal gets destroyed. She upgrades to a bow, and then fights for for Char's counterattack. For CCA Char's Neo Zeon, which apparently in this one is called the Regelju, because GU in Japanese would be Ju. But I'm gonna keep calling it the Regelg, because I like it that way. I'm not sure what it can turn into. I really am not, so we'll figure that out when the time comes. Of course, somebody in the comments has already told me, probably, but I won't read it, so it'll be fine. Yeah, I had the Deep Striker over here because, you know, why not? I don't remember if I used it in the last mission or not. I think I used the Fiver, though. But yeah, there's nothing we can develop it into. We can't even trade it for anything I really want. You know, I guess we could trade it for that if we really wanted to, or the Zeta, but we can get the Zeta. We already have that, so we're just gonna pop everything off. And we're gonna throw on the Unicorn, because why not? Then we're gonna throw all the nice shit onto that, which, if you're wondering, it's +5 movement because of multiple versions of Verners. I don't know why we can equip them together, but we can. And then the new Sealant Launcher, which allows us to capture shit. The Unicorn, the Unicorn has its Beam Magnum, which has always been broken in, like, every single goddamn game. And then it has new type destroy mode, full Psycho Frame, and then Eye Field. So the cool part is since we're using a custom character for this one, we have over 200 Awakening. So we just freaking murder everything we look at with it. Plus we get, you know, +50 Awakening and +5 accuracy and evasion, which I don't know why that gives us +50 unless we were a new type already. But we have, you know, 265 now, so there's never going to be a problem with that. Like, it's going to make Barbie look weak. But as far as the Chobaden Armor Alex goes, we could either get the full armor 7th Gundam, which I considered just trading this one in and getting something else for Agar, but this one's space only 2, which is an issue. So we're just going to go with the NTX. Or the NetX, I think you're supposed to call it. It's something weird like this. This is a Alex with wire bits attached to it, because it's another one of those things where between the 1 Year War and Grips, they were super advanced, but at Grips, they just kind of like decreased the quality substantially because reasons. But yeah, this is a like full Psychomu mobile suit based off the Alex that utterly destroys things. Yeah, it has large wired bits, twin arm beam launchers, and a machine gun. I'm curious as to all of that. It doesn't have a Psychomu system, though, which is interesting. It should have a quasi-Psychomu system, but I doubt that's in the game, even though it's just a trait, so it'd be probably pretty easy to program, unless their engine's really fucked up. But they did custom make the engine, so I can't tell you how hard that would be. For the Hyako Shiki, we have the choice between the Methus, the Delta Gundam, or the Hyako Shiki Kai, well, or the Zeta, but we're gonna set the Zeta aside for a little while, because we can get that with the double Zeta. Yeah, so the Delta Gundam is the prototype to the Hyako Shiki. It was actually developed soon after the 1 Year War. It was the first to employ the transformable frame, except for when it would transform, it would bend the frame so much you had to literally cut it apart to get it back into mobile suit form. So they decided to scrap that design, but they took out the transforming module and put on larger wing binders, and that's how you get the Hyako Shiki. There's also the Hyako Shiki Kai, which is basically the Hyako Shiki developed for land combat. I think we're going to go with the Delta Gundam, though, because 1, it's transformable, which is cool, and 2, I don't think we're ever going to use it again, because it's not very good. Well, actually, stat-wise, it's insanely good, but I think we're going to upgrade it into the, you know, Hyako Shiki Kai or something else, whatever that is, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, plus I really like this one. I tried using them in Girin's Greed at one point, but they're really shit. So that didn't go very far. But this is the Wave Rider form, and yes, it's called Wave Rider, like the Zeta. Which is weird, because Camille Zeta and the Delta Gundam were developed completely independently, and Camille had no idea this existed, because it hadn't been made yet. But yeah, so there's that. And one of the other reasons we didn't go Methus is because we're going to go Methus over here. But we'll talk about that in a second. So the full armor Gundam, we can't really do anything with. Like, we could trade it for Gaza if we really wanted, but I don't. And we can't really develop it into anything I want, because, like, even all of these, except for the full armor 7th, is the only thing, like, we already have everything those can develop into. So we're going to set that aside. And we're going to go grab something else. What else do we have? Or are we going to go buy something? I think we're going to go buy something, because why not? I forgot what I was going to grab, or what I was going to give them, but it was something, it was a good idea in theory. We have a lot of Xeon mobile suits. Oh yeah, that's what we were going to do, duh. The gun tank. We had this early type gun tank, this is from one of the DLCs. Basically, it just leads to every other form of gun tank, which, like, we can go mass production gun tank. get the normal gun tank or the assault gun tank, and then from there, if we go assault gun tank, we can downgrade into the normal gun tank or the Lodo, and then from the normal gun tank, we can get the Mark II, I think. Yeah, from there we can get the Mark II, so I think that's what we're going to do. We'll get this to level 2, upgrade it, get this to level 5, I think? 4? Yeah, get that to level 4, and then from 4 we'll get this, which has to be level 3, or 4, yeah. And then from there we'll figure it out. Plus, I think we'll finish MSV if we do all of that, so that should be fun. The Pale Rider, we do have it high enough level to get the Trodsrider. Trodsrider? Have you pronounced that? I don't know. But we're gonna set this aside because this still has the ground version that we haven't played with yet. And while it only has an arm beam gun and a 90mm machine gun, I'm also interested to see if the Hades has a different animation. We'll use this for a stage, then we'll get the better version, which I think works on land. Yeah, it does. Then from there, we'll get... what is that, the Camphor? I don't think that's a Camphor, is it? No, it's too good to be the Camphor. Well, we'll get whatever that is, because we already had the Dovin Wolf. It's a good way to get a Dovin Wolf, though, I guess, if you want to spend a shit ton of money on a Pale Rider. Because you can't develop anything into the Pale Rider, you can only get the Pale Rider through that mission. And for the Yazan's Gobplant, we have the choice between a Zeta, a Biarlant, or an Aasimar. I think we're going to go with the Zeta Plus, though. This is the mass production version of the Zeta, or the rebuilt version of the Zeta, I'm not exactly sure, from Sentinel. There is no Sentinel part in this game, which is why I'm so heavy on trying to get Sentinel stuff, versus the Zeta stuff, which we'll be able to get to later. So I want to try to get all of this stuff as quickly as we can. Plus, we're going to get 2 today, which should be interesting. And then I'll just go unlock Aasimar on my own, or the Biarlant, or whatever. But for now, we're going to get the Zeta Plus. Plus, isn't it kind of funny throwing Yazan in a Zeta? Which it also transforms. Wave Rider form and all that jazz. Though, that way, it looks like it has an eye field on it, but I think that's supposed to be a radar tracker. But if you look at the GP03, that's what the eye field looked like on that. I don't know what that's about, and it doesn't have an eye field, I don't think. Be cool if it did. But yeah, it has another one of those beam smart guns and the thigh beam cannons like the Alice. Those smart guns are just insane. For the full armor double Zeta. Okay, so this is called the full armor double Zeta. And then the full armor double Zeta, or the FAZ, which, you know, is just an acronym. We can upgrade it into the full armor double Zeta. This is a different suit from Sentinel. Basically, it's the full armor double Zeta with a giant fucking beam cannon. Except for I think these were built before the Zeta, and they're like prototypes to it or something like that. But they're literally named the same goddamn thing, which is annoying. But whatever. Then I think from there we'll go mass production Mark II, or mass production double Zeta, and then we'll get either the Yagin or whatever that one is. Probably the Delta Plus. Thinking about it. Yeah, so I think we're going to go FAZ, because that's all we need to get. Like, we already had the Alice, we already had the double Zeta. But yeah, these were used on the initial assault on Pezun, the asteroid base that the new Descendants were using. They were both damaged pretty hard when the new Descendants filled a ship full of explosives and threw it at them. They didn't know it was full of explosives though, and it blew up. And I don't think they were used on the assault on Ares. I think that was just the Alice, the like crazy gotta save the world Alice. Which someday I'll get Ryu Roots and we'll go and look at his animations, but not now. And as I said earlier with the gun cannon, we have the choice between the heavy arms, which is just a blue version of the gun cannon that's heavier but slower and doesn't get us anything I really want, or the Methus, which is strangely in this, which can strangely be popped out of a gun cannon. Who knew? Which we can either get the Hyakushiki or I'm not even sure what that is. But we're gonna get that, because why not? Plus we might be able to combine it into something cool. Who knows? And then finally the Guard Custom. We can either trade this or get a GM cannon. I think we might just go for the GM cannon. Yeah, doesn't trade for anything I'd personally want. Get the sniper, but we already have that, and we already got everything from that except for the sniper too. That's just filling in the blanks though, and there's nothing we need from the GM. Except for the early type GM, which is also just filling in the blanks. But we'll do that later. Plus with the GM cannon, we can get the GM cannon Mark II, and then from there apparently we can get a Zommel, but I doubt it. I'll also get the mass production gun to cannon, which I might do in my spare time if I get a chance. But that was mostly it. couple of designs we can do, which would be just the Zaku one. Yeah. This is that Zaku one from the end of Zeonic Front, the upgraded Zaku one with the Rakatan bazooka. I like it, but we don't really need it. Apparently, stat-wise, it's better than the Gauf. But, you know, we've already seen it. Why worry about it? He has the Dom 2's bazooka. Oh, yeah, the unicorn's white. Got it. I was like, wait, why could we combine all of these things with the unicorn? But no, we can combine Zaku's with the unicorns because Shin. But yeah, folks, I think that was that. If you liked the episode, if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We unlocked, yeah, Ilya. No, we just added the Regalgoog to it. I don't think she's gonna show up in the story either, but who knows. Yeah, we have quite a bit of this done already. Like, most of the one-year war is done besides needing to get a Zigok. Or no, this is MSV. MSV is gonna be a little while because I have to get all of the At Guy variants, which is just gonna be tedious, but like, we need to get the Pubic class, we need to get the Zigok. Fan, sadly, you can't use. Oh, I also need to get the ball. And the gun tank. Well, we're gonna get the gun tank. Yeah, we need to get all the, like, At Guy variants. The Zeong. Oh. And we need to get Garma and throw him in a... Or we need to grab something brown and combine it with a Dop. I totally haven't thought about doing that yet, though, so... Yeah, we need to get Garma in one, or combine it with a Gog and At Guy. Yeah, means I have to buy a Dop. Too lazy for that. But yeah, we have to get, like, the heavy arms, the gun tank 2. This is the Black Tri-Stars. Zaku, we have to wait till we get a Titans unit and then just combine it with that. The Commander version of that. You know, the, Rigoa? This is the Drill one. This is the Wagyu. This is the Zigok. And the Perfect Zeong. Because we went Grand Zeong, we never went Perfect Zeong. And then, like, we have everything else finished up to, like, Rise from the Ashes. We even already have Blue Destiny done with. So we're gonna get you for free as well. But yeah, and, like, Rise from the Ashes, like, we have to get their GM cannon. We have to get that. Hell, I'm pretty sure we can get this, like, straight up. Yeah, we just need a G3 Gundam or a Gundam to combine it with. But anyway, folks, if you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back for more. I do eventually plan on 100%ing this game, but I don't think I'll do it all on camera.